How's it going, everybody? Another season of Rocket League ranked competitive coming to an end, and with that means the season rewards, which have been officially announced. Scott Shishimo of Psyonix has put out a post in regards to the season 6 rewards details, what it is, what it encompasses, all that kind of fun stuff. And as always, people have their opinions on it. Today's video, not only will we take a look at them and see what they are, because I have yet to take a peek, we're also going to see what the community's feedback is, because it's always hit and miss, it seems like. The community either loves them or hates them, and lately it's been a lot of hate, if I'm being completely honest. So, going to be interested to see on the thoughts and the opinions of the public. But with that said, let's jump into the blog post and see what Psyonix has to say. So, in their post, it says announcing Season 6 rewards, and it looks like we're getting decals. As you can see, this is probably SSL, this is probably Champ, Gold, Plat. It says Season 6's final episode. Time's come for a few spoilers when we weren't trekking through channels in the Potato-tastic Nomad van. Yes, the deemed potato car came out in this most recent battle pass. You know, Nomad, it was fun while you were around, but I don't think I've seen anybody rock it in quite a while. So, new competitive peaks this season deserve something special. Animated universal decals, which I'm glad. In the past, they only used to work for a couple cars, but in the past, I would say like what, 4 or 5 seasons, something like that. Things have become universal. You can use them on any car unless they're like a sponsorship deal. And they've got a preview, which again, we've got a little bit of everything. So the frustration I have with these is there is no difference other than the color and the logo that goes through in the animation. The layout is identical, like the tear or like the decal that goes across is identical. There is nothing that separates these. While it's clean aesthetically and I don't mind the look of them, like I actually really like the look of the GC reward as compared to SSL. I think SSL, that the color on that back end, kind of iffy. But I like the GC reward. I don't think it looks bad. The difficulty I have, and the reason why they've done things better, in my opinion, in the past, is because it felt like as you got a higher rank, it leveled up. And I know they need to make it accessible. They don't want to make it so the general public feels like they missed out because they aren't good enough. But there needs to be a sense of accomplishment, a desire to push to be better, other than, well, this one's white, this one's purple, this one's this color. Like, there needs to be something else. And while, yes, GC does have a title, there was a goal explosion in the past that we compared actually on last time we did this, where the goal explosion, like, the intensity of the explosion got better and better as you ranked up, right? And those are the types of things that I think are missing. Those are the little, like, extra, like, pieces. For example, if you go and look at the Rocket Pass vehicle, as you get further in the Rocket Pass for the vehicle, they add different aesthetics that make it look cooler. And I think they could do that. I think they could start really, really minimalistic. And then as you get higher ranks, they add a little bit more edge to it, I guess. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel that same way. Let me know in the comments down below. But I do feel like there needs to be an evolution for the decals as well. While I do like the fact that it's consistent, so no matter what rank you get, at least you have a similar thing. But I do think the reward overall as a decal is not bad. It's not the Bowser wheels as it was deemed. Like, it's not a bad looking decal. It really isn't. Like, overall, but I'm not trying to go and say, yeah, it's okay. I want the best. And because of that, I wish there was like a different aesthetic as it levels up, like you've seen the Rocket Pass, like you've seen goal explosions in the past. And maybe that's just a design change. Maybe that's them just being more accessible. Or maybe that's just more of like it's a proactive decision to be like, hey, this is the way that we want to go. But I will agree with Chad. Overall, they do look clean. But I'm gonna move off this before I get dizzy. So if you don't know, and if this is your first time playing Rocket League and your first time getting rewards, the way that it works is both for extra game modes as well as standard ranked, is you get the decal for every single rank, as well as subsequent ranks below it. But once you get to Grand Champ, you also get a title. Grand Champ titles in every game mode in red text. And then if you end up getting SSL, they're in white text. And they change for the extra game modes. So, for example, in Rumble, it's RNG Champ. But in Supersonic, it's RNGenius. And those change based upon what you're doing. The other thing too is if you are competing in tournaments, there's the in-game tournament credits. Make sure you guys turn those in, and if you don't, they will reward you with the highest one based upon all-star cups, based upon the conversion level of the highest reward, so on and so forth, which I haven't done tournaments in quite a while myself, if I'm being 100. But they do say, remember, your rank doesn't define you. Well, maybe a little, but any accomplishment left unfinished now will become an opportunity to peak in the next season, which is cool that they give a little bit of a nod of like encouragement. The other side of this too is every season has had a different theme, and overall, the complication that I've had with this season is there was a lot of time and effort, and I guess we can go full screen for this. There was a lot of time and effort that was put into the extra game mode. Knockout Bash, I think, was incredible. I think they did a phenomenal job with the new game mode, very Super Smash Brothers-esque. Felt unique. Even with no ball on the field, it felt like this was special, but everything else seemed to lack a little bit. And I've talked about this in the past. I've even mentioned it and discussed with developers that they do feel like they kind of missed the mark on that one. The custom arena, the new comic version, was not that good. The Rocket Pass felt a little lackluster. Yeah, people memed on the fact that the Nomad was a potato, but other than that, this season kind of felt iffy. So, out of curiosity for people in chat, we've seen rewards for just about everything. The defaults have been wheels and decals. Goal explosions get mixed in every once in a while as well, but like if you guys could have a different reward, something completely unique, what do you think it should be? We haven't seen boost trails in a while. Boosts, the issue I have with boosts is they become a little bit too gaudy, and that's again personal preference. I prefer minimalism. I like things that are simplistic, because then I can make them work with different things. But I do agree, I think we haven't seen a new banner in a really long time. Most pros and most people won't use toppers, they won't use antennas, but I do think the general public doesn't care about that. I don't think you need to accommodate the pros for the rewards, even though only 0.001% is going to get the SSL stuff. But I think those people care more about titles than they do like looks, because they're going to play with their placeboed car anyway. So I do think there's some different things that they haven't experimented with in quite a while. But it has been a while since we've seen something like OG preseason. The crowns that you got are valued. Because just like Buzzard says, you know, plat crown, like that was, you know, you had to be top 100 back in the day in order to have that. More things like that, I think would be something that I hope they lean into. I hope they go back into doing specific things to where if like you're a top % of the player base, like top 1,000, top 500, something like that, I think that'd be really cool. Because obviously SSL is exclusive, but being able to push for certain leaderboards, and I don't think you have to give titles for all those people, but I do think like allocating a percentage based on the playlist, I think would be pretty cool. So things like that to consider, things like that I think they could do. But I also believe that the rank system is a very interesting thing. If you guys would like to hear my rant about the rank system and why I have problems with it, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Maybe we'll do a rant piece on it in the future, but it's not for the same reason people think. Like, I think them adding SSL is good, but the way that the rank system itself works, from what I've noticed in itself, is, I don't know how I feel about it. So with that said, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the rewards. What do you like to see rewards in the future? Is it good? Is it bad? Do you want to see this evolution concept, or do you like that it's standard with different colors? Always interested to hear you guys' opinion. But season 6 rewards are out. They're going to be coming here soon. They don't tell you when the season ends, so that's something that they normally do, I thought. But we don't know when it ends, so we'll have to wait and see, unless they've already detailed it. But June 25th is what chat is saying. 15th for the Rocket Pass, June 25th for the actual competitive season. So it is the 15th. Okay, so if it's June 15th, you guys have like 3 weeks. What is it? 2 days after that is when the new season starts. So looks like it's right around the corner. So it's gonna be coming up quick. The 15th. 15th is when you guys have to crush those results, get your titles, whatever you're doing. So keep that in mind. But that's gonna do it for today's video. As always, like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff, and turn on notifications. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.